Somewhere on Earth, right now, it is 3 in the morning, and an American aircraft carrier is turning into the wind. The United States Navy keeps nearly 300 battle force ships and about 330,000 active sailors moving around a planet that is 2/3 water. But here's the strange thing about how it's organized. Almost every ship in the fleet answers to 2 bosses at once, one who owns it and one who fights it. Understand that split, and the whole Navy snaps into focus. Like the Army, the Navy starts with a civilian, the Secretary of the Navy, running a department that contains not one service, but 2, the Navy and the Marine Corps. The Chief of Naval Operations, a 4-star admiral, leads the uniformed Navy from the Pentagon, with a Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy speaking for the enlisted ranks. Below them, the chart forks. And this is the part the Navy does differently than almost anyone. It splits into an administrative Navy and an operational Navy. The administrative chain, sailors call it ADCON, owns the ships. Type commands run each tribe: surface forces, air forces, submarine forces. They man the crews, train them, and fix the rust. The operational chain, OPCON, fights the ships, numbered fleets, assigned to the joint combatant commands that run the world's regions. So a destroyer belongs to a squadron for maintenance and training, then chops to a numbered fleet when it deploys. 1 ship, 2 masters, the owner and the employer. It sounds bureaucratic. At sea, it's how the Navy breathes. 7 numbered fleets divide the water. Second Fleet, the Atlantic, brought back in 2018 when Russian submarines got busy again. Third Fleet, the Eastern Pacific, out of San Diego. Fourth Fleet, the Caribbean and South America. Fifth Fleet, the Persian Gulf and Red Sea, headquartered in Bahrain. Sixth Fleet, the Mediterranean, from Naples. Seventh Fleet, the Western Pacific, the largest forward deployed fleet, based in Japan. And 10th Fleet, the strangest of all. No ships, no aircraft, no ocean. It patrols networks, the Navy's cyber fleet. Inside a fleet, the org chart becomes arithmetic. A fleet stands up task forces, Task Force 70. A task force splits into task groups, Task Group 70.1. Groups into task units, 70.1.2, and units into single-ship task elements. It's a decimal system for warfare, invented in World War II and never bettered. Any admiral can glance at a number and know exactly where a ship sits in the machine. The famous ones become brands of their own. Task Force 58 burned its number into history at sea off Okinawa. The Navy's signature formation is the Carrier Strike Group, 11 of them, one permanently based in Japan. The centerpiece, a nuclear-powered supercarrier. Around it, a shrinking handful of cruisers, more often now a destroyer, as air defense commander, a squadron of 4 to 6 destroyers, an attack submarine somewhere below, and a supply ship trailing the formation. Roughly 7,500 sailors, moving as one city. From the beach, it looks like one ship. It's actually a 100-mile-wide machine. The middle of that machine is 100,000 tons of sovereign American territory, 2 nuclear reactors, a 4.5-acre flight deck, around 5,000 people, average age about 20. On deck, the crew wears a rainbow with rules: yellow shirts, direct aircraft, purple gangs pump fuel, red handles, bombs, green runs the catapults, white watches safety. 4 catapults throw jets from 0 to 160 miles an hour in 2 seconds. 4 arresting wires catch them coming home. It is the most complicated parking lot on Earth. A carrier without its air wing is just a very expensive ferry. The wing is the weapon. about 70 aircraft in up to 9 squadrons, 4 fighter squadrons of Super Hornets, now joined by stealth F-35Cs, Growlers to jam radars, E-2 Hawkeyes, the flying radar dishes that see for the whole group, helicopter squadrons, hunting submarines and pulling pilots from the sea, and the Ospreys hauling mail and spare parts from shore. The wing flies from the ship, but it's a separate command, married to the hull for each deployment. The escorts are not decoration. Every destroyer is an Aegis ship. Its radar watches hundreds of targets, while 90-plus vertical launch cells wait under the deck plates. The group fights in layers. Fighters intercept far out. Long-range missiles take the next ring. Point defenses and radar-guided guns handle anything that survives to the horizon. One officer, the air defense commander, conducts all of it from a darkened room. The formation you see in photos is a geometry problem. Every ship placed where its radar and missiles tile the sky. Below all of it run the submarines. Fast attack boats scout ahead of strike groups, hunt other submarines, and carry tomahawks. And far away from any formation, alone on purpose, the ballistic missile submarines, the boomers, disappear for months at a time, carrying the sea-based leg of the nuclear deterrent. The Navy tells you almost nothing about where they are. That's the point. Submariners call the rest of the Navy targets. The surface fleet calls them, a little nervously, the silent service. None of it moves without the unglamorous ships. Underway replenishment is the Navy's daily magic trick. 2 ships steaming side by side at 13 knots, 60 yards apart, lines strung between them, fuel and pallets flying across while both are still doing highway speed. The oilers and cargo ships are run by the Military Sealift Command, crewed largely by civilian mariners. Sailors have a saying older than the reactors: amateurs talk strategy, but the fleet runs on beans, bullets, and black oil. Alongside the carrier groups sails a second kind of formation, the Amphibious Ready Group, a big-deck amphibious ship that looks like a small carrier, flying jump jets and helicopters, a dock ship flooding its well deck to launch landing craft, and inside, a Marine Expeditionary Unit, over 2,000 Marines, with their own aircraft, armor, and artillery, packed like a Swiss Army knife. It's the department of the Navy's oldest partnership. The Navy delivers, the Marines land. One department, 2 services, 1 team. The Navy's people system has its own vocabulary. Enlisted sailors don't have jobs. They have rates. Boatswain's mate, the oldest, older than the Constitution. Machinist's mate, fire controlman, corpsman, the medics Marines trust with their lives. Officers command, but every sailor learns the open secret. The chiefs run the Navy. The Chief Petty Officers Mess is a parallel institution, the senior enlisted brotherhood that turns orders into reality below decks. Promotion to chief isn't a pay grade. Sailors will tell you it's a second citizenship. Formations at sea reorganize the way the Army task organizes on land, but the Navy adds a twist called Composite Warfare Command. The strike group commander doesn't micromanage every fight. Instead, the battle is split by domain. One commander owns the air fight, another the surface fight, another the undersea war, another strike. Each fights their layer on the admiral's intent without waiting for permission. It's mission command tuned for an environment where missiles arrive faster than meetings can be called. Step back, and the Navy's shape explains itself. A dual chain, so ships are always maintained by specialists and fought by regional commanders. Numbered fleets, so any ship can plug into any ocean. decimal task forces, so the org chart can be rebuilt overnight. And the strike group, a portable piece of national power that needs no one's permission to be somewhere. The service turned 250 years old in October 2025, older than the republic it serves. The design keeps evolving. The mission hasn't changed. Hold station, anywhere, indefinitely.